क्या
ये
यही
प्यार
प्यार
है
है
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Pransh-U-nfiltered. We are so excited. This is going to be our third podcast. And today we're joined by someone who perfectly blends intellect, culture, and passion all together. Kirangi Patel is an internationally trained lawyer from India, now practicing in Canada. She holds degrees in commerce and finance, and she's a chartered financial analyst and has completed her Alberta Bar and NCA qualifications. But beyond her professional success, she's a trained dancer, avid reader, and a national level Garba champion. And she's also trained in Bharatnatyam. So she's a blend of a lot of things into one. And in this episode, we'll explore her journey across continents, careers, and cultures, and how she continues to balance ambition, identity, and creativity. Please welcome our first ever female guest on the show, Kirangi Patel. We are so excited to have her here, and we can't wait for you guys to see what this episode carries for you. And for more and more of these episodes, please share, like, and follow and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much, and it means a lot to us. All right, welcome, Mrs. Kirangi Patel. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
You are our first ever female guest on this podcast. How do you feel about that? Now, this is only our third one, so
Yeah,
we're not.
but I'm not like into male or female, to be honest. I'm individual
Oh, okay.
and I'll go that way.
we're going that route already. Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like, I try to encourage other women in the society
Yeah.
to come up, and because people do talk about equality, but I've never seen that, me being, oh, you're women and you can't do that. Like, in my life I haven't felt that.
Okay.
So when people talk about, I'm like, must be that, but I'm just an
You've
individual.
you've just been blessed. You've just
Yeah,
been blessed, I guess,
I've been blessed.
so
Yeah,
to speak, right? Because I mean, the society that we come from, there is a lot of disparity between women and
I do.
men,
In that
obviously.
way, yeah, in my field too. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a lot to talk about. I think we've already jumped the gun, but at Pransh-U-nfiltered, we like to understand who the personality is. We a lot of times we see the personality on screen, or in a lot of community events and stuff like that. Obviously you're with Juriscope Law. Shonakbai doesn't come, so it's usually you who's taking care of that. You're usually on the stage. You're usually representing your firm and this and that. But a lot of people not really wonder, but I mean, I'm that kind of person. I'm all about the youth and for the next generation. And a lot of times, consciously or unconsciously, a lot of young guns, like young male, female, everyone's looking up to you, right? And so having to learn who are you and where you came from and what got you to the point where you are able to represent a firm like Joris Cop, which is fairly medium size or large
Mm-hmm.
size. I don't know. I'll get into more details with Shonak Bhai when he comes on this couch here with me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
but I just wanted to know, like, your childhood like. What was your childhood like? There's a lot of individuals, they get their characteristics from the childhood. They get their backbone done from the childhood. What was your childhood like?
My childhood, I can say it's just like every other children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
but
normal.
just normal. It's just I can just if you want me to like pick out on things, I've always been a favorite of my teachers. So even if I go to Ahmedabad today and I meet a teacher, they know me even today.
Right.
Yeah. But I've always been talkative. I've always been punished and go send outside the class because I've been
Yapping.
chattering.
So are you the only child, or you
No,
have siblings?
I have a younger brother.
You have a younger brother, so
He's
you're the
exactly opposite. He doesn't talk.
he doesn't talk. He's a very introverted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
then he blames me of talking.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because people praise, oh, Kirangi comes and always greet us, and the
Yeah.
brother doesn't, so he's mad. me always.
You're
It's like,
right.
why you do that?
So what's the age difference between you and your brother?
4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah.
So at any point were you like his mom? It usually turns into that like that.
I feel like he's my dad more.
Is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the youngest that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have the similar situation. I have my older daughter, she's 3.5, and we're blessed with a younger boy. He's 9 months now, and they're all in India, and my wife is pulling her hair out. She wants me there like now. Like, you know what I mean? So
I can totally understand.
yeah. So what was your relationship like with your parents growing up?
My mom has always been my best friend.
Okay.
Always. Even today.
Yeah.
Like I can yell at her.
Really?
Even today. Yeah. We do fight mostly.
Right.
Even today.
Right.
Yeah.
What
So
about with your dad?
with dad, I can talk freely. Like I don't have that restriction. Oh, he's my dad. I should not talk about it. But we communicate less
Okay.
compared to my mom. Like it's
Okay.
not we don't talk, but
Was it because of the just the whole just the way the Indian culture is? Like there is
no,
always
it's
that.
like my father always brought me up as his son. So if it is about anything related to, even when I was in India, like anything related to bank, papers, money, like he always asked me to do it
Mhm.
rather than my brother. It's like, he won't be able to do it. You do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's where I mean I always wonder because girls are always more sincere and guys are always they're always I mean I'm not generalizing it obviously, but why do you think that is? Do you think is because there's a lot more distractions for guys in life than girls growing up? Like guys have girls, they have cars,
I
they have
feel like
bikes.
I feel like both are same, but it's just the girls show their emotions of caring, while guys do care, but they don't express that.
Okay. Okay.
That is what I can tell you. It's just my opinion based on the relation between me and my brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So what does he do now? Is he in India or?
No, he's right here. He works with CIBC. He's
Oh,
a
really?
planner.
Okay.
Yeah, he's investment advisor there.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah.
Something new I learned today from you. So you have a quite a variety of portfolio. Like, you've I was reading upon you. You were a charter financial analyst and you're a lawyer. How did that like what let's hear that side of the story. Like what'd you do in India? Like when you were growing up, obviously you went to school and everything and you did CFA there or lawyer there or
Yeah, I did both there.
oh really?
Yeah.
Right.
So when I was studying CFA is it's difficult. It's very difficult to be honest. And then like when I started, it was a new course for them, like for US, and then they had kind of a thing like that they only pass 2% of the students.
That's a
who
CA
apply.
you're talking about, right? Like the CA.
Kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
even CFA was like that.
But I think it's merged into the CFA and all that now, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But at that time, like CFA is totally different than CA,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
Because when you're talking about CPA or CA,
Mm.
they talk about not investment. They talk about after you spend, how you can save your taxes, how you record your uh, spendings, and then now, okay, now this is what left out. Now what we'll do. Whereas CFA always talk about the divestment of the portfolio. So the people who actually prepare the mutual funds, like how the portfolio has to be,
Mhm.
they read the market, they read the companies. That's what a CFA's role is,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
they are kind of different than CPA. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did CFA first.
CFA, and side by side I did law, to be honest.
Wow. Wow.
So
I mean, I was just telling you before the podcast that I did my civil engineering and I thought that was enough for me. So like what you were just so bored that you just wanted to pick up a hobby or you would just want to pick up like another book and start reading law? Is that what happened?
yeah, because like when we study CFA, like we have to go through contract law because like it's part of that,
Right.
So
Right.
kind of 10% of the law I was already studying during my BCom. Also, I studied a little bit of law, right? So I was like, I'll just start if I can finish. But with me, my problem is I have to finish everything what I study. Even if it takes time, I don't
Right.
care.
Right.
But if I started something, I
Right.
have to finish it.
Of course.
So that's my problem.
Well, that's a
I
good
can't
problem.
live it
That's a good
halfway.
problem. That's a good problem to have,
Yeah,
certainly,
Even
for
if it
sure.
is a boring series,
Yeah.
if I start it, I have to finish it.
I mean, if you're talking about series, I mean, with me, I mean, my wife, she loves the rom-com side of things sometimes
Mhm.
once in a while. I just tell her, if you're watching rom-com, I'm gonna pass out in 2 minutes. So don't even expect me. Like I'm mostly into podcasts. Like I listen to podcasts, which is why we're here. This is my passion and this is what I
Yeah.
love. And you know what they say in Gujarati, ke bija badani am chapla kusi karwani, and this is what it is in a wide term, right?
You're into business.
Yeah. So, what were your biggest? I mean, I know. What were your biggest inspirations? Like, why did you choose the line that you chose, or you just happened to be that? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I mean, there's got to be something,
So it's just life happens.
right?
I know. So when I came here, I had no plan to, study further in law and finish it over here because, like, when you change the country, you have to finish your education again.
Right.
Whereas CFA, I don't have to because it's universal.
Okay. So
Right?
you had that over there in India.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't have to, but I ended up in Edmonton. I landed first in Edmonton, because it was the first city I landed in Canada. I had no plan to move. I love the city.
You move here?
Yeah, I
You move
moved here
Yeah.
in 2014, 13.
2014, 2013. Yep.
13. 14. Sorry.
Okay.
November.
So you came here alone?
2014. No, unfortunately, I got married. And I've been asked.
Unfortunately.
I've been asked to come over here.
And
Yeah.
tell us about that.
So it's arranged marriage for me, and I'm
Okay.
happy that I did that.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got any supportive husband. He's right around. I can't say anything wrong.
Yeah, I know he's right there. So he was here before you, and
Yes.
okay,
He always has been here. I guess 2009 he came here.
okay,
And so this is about my life. We have got introduced to each other in 2009. We both said no to each other.
2009. Okay, okay,
I said, like, I don't want to go to Canada. I'm happy with my education over here.
right.
I don't want to move.
Mm.
So generally, like in Patels,
Of
the
course.
girls got married when they turned 21.
21.
I've been blessed that until I study, nobody will ask me to get married.
Was that continue? I'll.
It's because of my father.
Okay.
So I was, and CFA takes time, as I told you. I didn't finish it.
So
in
you're smart.
3 years.
You're smart that way.
Took me 4 years. I finished my law, so yeah, I turned 25, and until then, nobody asked me to get married.
Yeah.
Then I started looking for boys. Right. So at that time, one of our relatives, they just thought, like, we would be a good match.
Okay.
And I said, I don't want to move out. I'm happy in India.
So you knew him from India as well, or like you knew his family in India?
My parents knew. I didn't.
Oh, okay, your parents knew. Okay.
And I was like, my aunt used to live in Toronto from, I guess, 30 years now.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't want to go there and work hard. I'm happy here with servants.
Yeah.
So I knew the life of Canada. I already knew.
Right.
So I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to do that struggle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm educated. I can afford like a servant and a Maharaj, and then like, I
Maharaj.
can have my life.
Of course.
So I had no plans to move in Canada. And then he just moved in Canada as a student. So it's like, I don't have status. Like, how I can say yes to any girl. So he was like, I'm not ready for marriage.
Right. So he was not ready at that time too, obviously.
Yeah, because like he was just a student. He was struggling. He had
Of
no
course.
idea that like whether he'll get PR, where he wants to settle down.
Yeah.
He just landed here like a day or two after, like, they got news, like, that, oh, there is a girl, you want to marry her. or
Oh,
something.
okay.
So he wasn't ready for that at that point.
At that point.
Cut 2-3 years after.
Yeah.
He asked his mom, oh, the girl you showed me, is she available now?
He had you in his mind the whole time, eh? That's good.
Apparently, he told me he was talking.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's what guys do, eh? That's what guys do. We like a woman and we start stalking them at 3 in the morning. That's what we do.
I didn't ask the time.
Okay. Well, I'm guilty, so tell me. So then, okay.
Yeah.
So 3 years later, he asked his mom to find you again in the market. If you're still looking,
He
that is.
found out already that I was available. So
Okay.
he just put the note there that, oh, he can't say that directly, right? Like,
Of course.
oh, I want
Of
to
course.
marry him.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
that's how we got along.
Cool. Do you think when you were just talking about like how in Patel's like at 21, parents tend to just make sure the girl is married and everything. Why do you think in our culture? Why do you think in our culture? And I always think of that thing because I mean now I have my own daughter as well, right? Why do we always think that girls are some sort of a hot lava in our hands that, oh, she's 21, okay, well, we got to give it to somebody. And then the boys can do whatever they want. They can go around, they can have girlfriends, they can whatever.
To be honest, I can't comment because, as I told you, I've never brought up that way.
Yeah.
It's not only for me there was a deadline, even if for my brother there was a time deadline. There
I
was
mean,
1 hour difference,
yeah.
but it was a deadline.
Yeah. I mean, see, having a deadline is fine. Like, see,
Yeah.
having a deadline is fine because I mean, obviously, like they are parents. They know better that they have lived a life and they've seen if the earlier you get married, the earlier you have kids, the earlier you get retired, and you can enjoy your latter part of your life, right? But at the same time, like I've noticed, and I'm not talking about just your family or even just my family, but like just in general, when you see that, oh, chokri 20 વર્ષ ની થઈ ગઈ 21 વર્ષ ની થઈ ગઈ, oh well, you know what, doesn't matter who he is or whatever he is, let's just hitch them up. Like, why?
I know.
You know?
I guess people like those, like, they doesn't belong to, like, into education thing. Like, they're into business. Like, after 20, either the guy is taking over the father's business, so
Yeah.
no purpose of education,
Hmm.
or maybe the girls is like, BCom. Oh, it's okay, chalo.
She just
Abe
be a
main-
housewife.
Yeah.
And if they're fancy, then she can just go around, travel, and have a Louis Vuitton bag and go to like kiddie parties.
That's true. That's true.
Is
Maybe.
that
Yeah.
maybe
That could be right.
that could be right?
Yeah.
Because I think
Or maybe like if they given a point, if they will be alone, not studying or nothing, like they'll find their own choice, and then we won't like it. It's better like they're young,
yeah,
they don't understand, and
Yeah.
then right now it's a good time. They'll listen to us and then hitch them up,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And maybe that's the right age to maybe they'll adapt things easily with their in-laws. It could be another reason too, because
Could be.
I got married at 28. If you ask me to adapt something, I'm like, he knows it's better.
I see what you mean. I mean, with the younger the
You have your own thoughts. You kind of
Then you have your-
know the market. You
Yeah.
have grown up. You have now experience.
yeah,
You're not that fresh to adapt somebody's household.
yeah, that's
takes
right.
time.
That's right. You're not that easily moldable, so to speak,
That's a
right?
correct word. Yeah.
And you're saying how it was so beautiful to have arranged. Like, what do you like about arranged so much? I mean, I had my arranged marriage as well, just
Yeah.
so that you know.
Yeah.
So
So I was, to be honest, at that time I was in a trauma.
okay,
I was not in a good shape when
Okay.
he entered in my life.
okay,
Okay. So here's the thing. Sorry, I'm letting it out. Okay.
okay, all right. See, which is why I told you that. Just so you guys know, the gentleman's name is Shrujal. He is Kirangi's husband, and he's here. And I told her this morning, I was like, "Well, is Shrujal available? He can also join us.
Yeah.
He can just be on the sideline." But there you go. He's playing an active role. I like this. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in between that, my 25 and 28, a life happened to me. It was again arranged through my friend. I got said yes to a friend's wife's brother.
Okay.
Okay, and kind of initially, like, I was like, yeah, he's a good boy. And then, like, because like in arrange, you hardly meet them for 2-3 days, or maybe 2-3 times, I can say, not even full days. Like,
Right.
it's just meetings for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So I got hitched to him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of it was just engagement, but he was from Australia. So he said, like, let's get registered marriage.
Okay.
So I got registered marriage
So
within 3 days of knowing him.
so then you can have an easier file to go to Australia with him, I guess,
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
So that was the purpose.
Makes sense.
Within 6 months, oh my God, it was terrible. It was so terrible. To the point that my father says, like, I'm so stressed that because now the thing is, we have to get divorced. So I haven't lived with him.
Yeah,
Right?
which is a
But
good part.
technically,
You were
I'm
married.
divorced. I'm married. Now I
Yeah.
have to get divorced.
Divorced.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
So at that point, because yes, I'm still in India, okay? I'm not in Canada.
Right.
People talk, people know, all that stuff.
Mm.
So my father was the only person who stood out, like, he told me to break off. He asked me, I don't want you to go with him. Even if you are not marrying for whole your life, I'll take care of you. You're not marrying him.
He was just like a butt fuck crazy guy
Just
or what?
three lines he said, period.
What do you mean?
This is what he said exactly. Like, if you, after the divorce, like, if nobody's marrying you, I'll take care of you.
No.
But he told me not to marry him. Like,
No,
I
no.
was
I'm
so
saying,
stressed.
I'm talking about the guy. Like, what was the guy? Like, was he just crazy guy or what was he?
I'm very much independent. I'm Aquarian.
Okay.
Okay, so people needs to have guts to handle me. He has.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
easy to handle me.
Okay.
I'm very open spoken. Like, you
Right.
must have seen me.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty much the way I am.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
don't care.
yeah,
I'm not that kind of pretendable person.
yeah.
If you tell me what to do,
Mm.
I can't take you. I can't take it. I can't take it. If you tell me,
Mm.
oh, I can't wear a big ring just because I'm hiding the engagement ring and nobody can notice it and somebody can flirt with me, I'm like, dude, where are you from? Okay.
Okay, and
So
this
you
is
just imagine.
and this is all remotely done.
Yes.
Wow, imagine you live with him like crazy
I
bastard.
would have died
Wow.
in depression, probably. Or maybe I would have asked, maybe he would have died in depression.
Yeah. But do you think, like, was he in Australia for a very long time? I don't want to stretch this. Obviously, it's a trauma for you. I don't want to stretch it, but
To be honest, it's been years now. I don't even remember.
yeah.
But the thing is, like, he was such jerk. His family was kind of like, people I can't get along.
Mm.
Like, it's like, if like your to be mother-in-law says, like, I'm not looking for daughter, I'm looking for daughter-in-law, I'm like,
Of course.
oh.
All right, bring it on.
Right?
But
And the thing is, like, I'm Patel, I know everything. Like, if you ask me cooking, like, I've been taught when I was 12, like, you're Patel. No matter how much you study, you still have to cook.
yeah, yeah.
You still have to
It's unfortunate, but it is the reality.
but the thing is, like, it's life skill too.
It is. It is good to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is a great skill to have. But so the reason why I was asking that if he was in Australia for long enough is because I see that a lot nowadays because I'm actually leaving for India in 2 weeks. I'll be going to India, and every time I go to India now, I feel like there's a huge gap that's coming between the guys who've been raised here, not born here. I wasn't born here, but I was raised here. I've spent more than half of my life in Canada, right? But then when I go there, I feel like the guys who've been here, they've been stuck in the 2000s or late 90s mindset. And maybe that's why I was trying to get to, like, with that Australian. I'm not trying to defend him or anything. I just love
I do feel like it's just a different mentality you brought up. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just your schooling, how you have been living in, like, people around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So
close-minded.
That really matters.
That
It's not
really-
about the country.
It's not
Trust
about
me.
the country, yeah.
I don't feel that way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because, like, I still have my people around in India, like, my cousins and everything.
Yeah.
Like, they know me in and out, and
Yeah.
they know me how I am.
Yeah.
Right?
So then, okay, let's forget about the guy. So how did this happen? You and Shrujal, how did?
So I was in a process of divorce.
Oh, okay.
I was in a
Okay.
process. So I was, and divorce is something, if you know, in Canada, it takes 1 year to be separated. In India, it takes 6 months to be separated.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
After that, you can actually file.
Hmm.
Once you file, it takes another 2-3 months, even if it is mutual. It
Mhm.
takes some time to, like, get actual decree of your divorce.
Right.
So I was in that process.
Mm.
Okay. And then my mom told me, oh, the guy came from Canada. Would you like to meet him? I was like, and we know the family and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not ready.
Mm.
I'm still into those kind of a thing, like,
Right.
and I'm not ready.
Right.
And my mom was like, just meet him. You don't have to say yes.
Yeah.
Just meet him. If you don't feel like, it's okay.
Mm.
And to be honest, when I met him first at his house, and I'm talking to him about the shit I'm going through.
Okay, in Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and I'm that blunt, like, and the first meeting of like, let me just tell him what has happened. He should know, right? And
Yeah.
what I'm going through.
Yeah.
I'm like, after that, if he still wants to meet me, then I'll consider.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in the first meeting,
Yeah.
people had to ask us to come out. We were talking that long.
How long was that? 2 hours?
I don't remember how many hours. Do you know? 2 hours.
And you said what, 10 words? Oh, that's great. I think it's very important. I love that whole process of range. And when you sit down, I think me and my wife had the same situation, like where we've never met before. We met at a mutual person's house, and we ended up just having a chat, and we chatted for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't feel like I was meeting her for the first time. And I was like,
Right.
okay, well, I kind of see this going somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And I think I like the whole beauty about the arranged marriage, because at least at the same time, you know both of you are there not to waste each other's time. This
That's
is
true.
going somewhere.
It's also like, probably for me, I look in my partner as my best friends.
Mm,
Because please don't judge me kind of person I want.
right.
Like, I wanted to be me. I want to talk it out
Mm,
because that's the person I'm talking out everything to. Like,
of course.
if I'm upset, if I'm angry on somebody, it's just one person is my dumping bag,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's gonna have to be, right? I mean, so then, okay, so then with all this, you moved here in 2014, you said?
2014
24.
November.
So you guys got married in 2013, I'm guessing.
Yes.
2013, 2014 ish.
2013. Yeah.
Okay. So then you moved here, and then you came here, and I know Shujal Bhai was saying that he pushed you to become a lawyer.
So initially when I moved here, I worked, of course, we need Canadian experience
Of course.
everywhere.
We are the greatest country in the world.
Yes. So yes, I'm not citizen of Canada.
So you can say anything you want. Or no, not yet.
It's the other way around. I can
Not
say
yet.
not yet. I haven't taken oath, so I can say I still say Jana Gana Man.
Okay. So then,
So for me, I actually started into, like, I just took I wanted to get Canadian experience. So but because Shujal was already here, he asked me, like, not to stress, not to jump into like McD or Tim Horton, and I don't have
of
to
course.
do that for that.
Yeah.
The field I was looking for was a bank.
Okay, focus on your CFA.
Yes.
Sort of things. Okay.
So I wanted to enter in a bank. So somehow I went to the people, like, the job. What do you call it? Like, there was a
Agency?
not agency. It was like a job fair or
Job fair?
something. Like, it was
Yeah, yeah.
happening at that time a lot. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know
they
now
used
it's
to have
happening.
they used to have a lot of
Initially,
those.
it was a lot of.
Well, there's no jobs nowadays, period. So like, what's a job fair
Yeah,
gonna be doing
but
anyways?
they had a job fair. So when I went to TD, they said, like, unfortunately, you don't have Canadian experience. We cannot hire you.
Right.
So then I worked at Durabelt, windows and doors.
Okay. Okay.
So worked there for 6 months.
Okay.
Then I again went to job fair. I'm like, here, I have Canadian experience now. You can't say no to me for that
Right.
reason.
Right.
And then they hired me as a
Right.
teller.
Or well, you gotta start somewhere.
But yeah, so I worked as a teller for 6 months. Then financial, there was another role, and then financial advisor. So it was three.
So it was
steps,
like a
right?
progression, obviously. Yeah.
So I moved into that, and I worked in a bank for, I guess, 5 years.
In the bank?
4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then life happened. I had Kriday.
Okay. That was during you were in the bank?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was in a bank. I had To be honest, I was like, I'll go back to bank and blah blah blah. And then, but meanwhile, he had, uh, so Shujal had put a seed in my head. You're a lawyer. Why don't you get it evaluated and start working on it and blah blah blah.
Right.
So I start that process.
Because were you not happy with working at the bank
Yes.
this whole time?
Yes. Okay. So why I was not happy was I was guilty of working in a bank.
Yeah. Guilty. Okay.
Very much guilty. Every day I was not satisfied what I'm doing.
Right.
Because the branch I was in,
Mhm.
people are brand new in Canada. Okay. But in my mind, I have my sales target. So the person doesn't need that product. But because I have to sell it, I have to sell it.
Okay.
And I feel very guilty of doing that because they don't need it. And I'm not being honest with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
you have quotas that you have to meet.
So I was not happy from inside
Yeah.
that what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay. But that wasn't enough reason for me to leave the job.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So what happened, like, during that time, I actually got my, and like, I did my evaluation and all that stuff.
Right.
So I was ready with my subjects. Meanwhile, I was on my mat leave. I had my subjects in my hand.
Perfect.
But I didn't start studying.
Okay.
Okay. Because I wasn't like, it's okay. Maybe if I can do, I'll do. I hadn't, like, if I start, I'll finish, but I never started it.
Right.
It was just the, like,
Just a preliminary stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then, so I wasted my mat leave. I didn't study.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was happy with my kiddo. Then I went to India for 3 months.
Of course. The usual. The usual.
I enjoyed. Okay. And so when I came back, I joined the bank again.
Okay.
Now, with the way I am, it takes a lot to provoke me, it takes a lot to, like, like, I'm not a person, I'm not an impulsive person that way. Okay. I'm like very much open, like I can talk openly. But it doesn't mean I'm impulsive. I don't take quick decision that way that, like, it affects somebody's life or my own life. But you can assume that I was the person within 15 days, or with my manager, I said, like, I just drafted my resignation letter. I gave it to him in his cabin. This is my, like, resignation. I'm out from this bank right now. No, like, I'm not going to serving you that 15 days. I'm out.
Right. And that this was after you went back from the mat leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is not how the bank runs. I've worked in a bank for 5 years. What you're doing is bullshit.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I gave him that. I came out. After coming out, I called Shujal, sorry, but I resigned. And I'm not going back there again.
Right.
And he was like, it's okay. Don't worry. It's not okay. I have my in-laws at my home. Now he has to run the house. He has to pay the mortgage.
Yeah.
He has to take care of all the groceries of 6 people.
6 people?
Yes.
Oh, because you have both sides?
No, so it's my mom-in-law, my dad-in-law, and my grandmother-in-law.
Oh, okay, got it.
And we 3.
And then you 3, okay.
Right? So, and, like, I'm like, after coming out, I'm like, he'll be panicked, but I was like, it's okay, don't worry. He just said that.
Yeah.
I was like, don't worry. Now focus on your law.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the only thing he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, because I already left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't working out. There was something big happened, like, so it wasn't working out for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'll study law now.
Right. You know what they usually say that there's always a lady behind a successful man. But I think in this case there's the other way around. Once you say, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
100%.
Because I mean, for him at that moment to calmly just say it's okay. You know, it takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
I mean, obviously on his side, there's a whole chaotic scenes going probably in his head, but he didn't let that come to you.
No,
he didn't let that come to you.
He never.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think even because I know you were saying earlier that you're not one of those that I tell you something to do and you will do it, but he did it so beautifully, and he did it like he just planted a seed. He didn't push you or anything.
He didn't push me.
Yeah, he just said, okay, you know what? I know you're not happy every day you come home. Why don't we try this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think, what do you think? I mean, I don't want to keep going back to
No,
that
no, that's
tragedy
okay.
that you had,
That's okay. That's okay.
but do you think a lot of times, like, if you say the one thing a different way, it has a huge effect on it, right? So if you would have, like, let's say for example, Sujay would have been like, "Tare aaj karwano se, tare lawyer karwano se,"
Hmm.
so you would have been like,
Then I wouldn't have done
"Fuck
it
off,
at
buddy."
all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It's like,
but
don't tell me what to do.
just because he said it so subtly,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Or if he wants me to do something, he'll say, "Oh, you don't have guts to do it."
Okay, or that,
He'll say that.
or that,
And I was like, no, it's not your cup of tea. I don't think so you'll be able to do it. And
right?
I'm like, I'm on it. I'll do it.
So he knows what buttons to push on you.
He knows. He knows. But if you'll give me advice what to do,
Yeah,
I'm like, off you. Don't even talk to me.
don't even talk to me.
No, don't give me advice. I don't need your advice.
Right.
You just hear me out. I have the solution.
Uh-huh.
But you just be calm, hear me out.
Right.
I'm not talking to you just because I want solution. I have solution.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Right.
I don't want your advice.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. So then it took you, how long did it take you? Because I mean, mind you, you are a newly mom.
Yeah. So
Right?
it took me some time. Yeah,
Took
to
you some
finish it
time.
up. Yeah. So meanwhile, I also volunteer with Sean for 2 months.
Shaunak, yeah,
Yeah.
Shaunak Bhai. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know Shaunak before anything? Like, did you
No,
have family friends?
because I've never thought to pursue
Law.
my legal career.
Right.
So I had no idea that time who is Sean, to be honest.
Right.
I had no, like, even he was there in the market, but because I didn't bother to look around, I had
Right.
no idea.
Right.
Because now I'm studying, I'm like, now it's the right time. I have to figure it out, right? So
Right.
now, then I actually got to know about Shanak. I did work with him, like just volunteering, like as a
Right.
student, not much.
Right.
Then I also work with Basil Bansal as a student,
Okay.
just volunteering with as Diamond and Diamond Law.
Okay.
Yeah, so I also volunteered with him.
Right.
Meanwhile, I was finishing my exams.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I was studying only, and Basil actually called me up. I'm like, I know you haven't finished your studies, you're still in the process. Would you like to take up a legal assistant role in my firm? I'm like, yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up taking that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've also worked as a legal assistant for a year, legal
Okay.
clerk to be precise.
Right. 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 You know, a lot of my friends, like, they're now getting into the phase. Well, I mean, I've already passed that phase of my life where we have kids, and now we go to the next level, which is focus on the business or focus on the careers and stuff like that, right? Do you think, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I never asked you
I'm
this.
turning 40 in January.
Okay. So the reason why they say this is because, a lot of my friends, they're always like, okay, oh, we're still not settled in life. We're still not settled in life for a kid. But, you know, and when I go back to what I was saying earlier, is your parents know things better. Like my parents, like, we got married when I was 26 and my wife was 24. And my parents, like, start having kids, a year or two later, but we kept up until 4 years. And I turned 30, and we had Ziana, which is our first daughter, and my wife was 28. But then when we had the second baby, things were a bit difficult. I mean, obviously on a woman's body, because second kid, you're in your early 30s now, 32, whatever. So do you think career and family should go, like, side by side? It has to be parallel. A lot of people, what they do is they're like, oh, we're not ready for this. That's why we're going to focus more on the career side of things. We don't care about the family. That can stay put, whatever. But then they don't realize that, their time is running out, and they're getting old at the same time. And that the older you get, and the more business or more career oriented you get, you have more stress in life. And then your chances of having a baby or whatever is that much difficult. What are your thoughts on that?
For me, it's personal choice,
Okay.
right? It's um to be honest, to have a baby or no, I was like in the second thought.
Okay.
It's
See, if
not
you're not
for
having a
me.
baby, that's
No,
that's
no, no,
that's
no,
that's out of the.
no. For me, it was like I was scared of delivering a baby.
Okay.
I was scared like hell. I
Yeah.
can't even tell you.
I think
And
that's like every woman.
just for that reason, I had a double mind. Should I have a baby or no? Maybe I
Right.
can adopt one.
Okay.
Like not having baby wasn't a question. Like I can adopt a dog or a baby or
Mm.
anything.
Mm.
I want somebody in my life,
Right.
but do I have to deliver it? Because I'm scared of delivery.
Right.
So even when I got pregnant,
Yeah.
when I made up my mind, okay, no, I'm ready for a baby.
Mm.
The first question to my gynecologist was like, can we directly go to C-section and skip the part of labor?
Yeah. Right.
So for me, it's a personal choice. A. B, I can say that, it depends on the support you get.
Mm.
Okay. So for an instant, like, Shujal is busy in his career. I'm busy with my career. I have nobody to support me. He has nobody to support me. Are we ready for the kid?
Mm.
Maybe that's a question. Because you know that if the baby comes in, one of the person has to be available to take care of the baby
Right.
until they're grown to certain age.
Certain age. Yeah.
So if you're ready to sacrifice of your time
Right.
with running around, so if you're building up something, for me right now, like I do attend events and everything, I have to think about what my kid will eat. If
Yeah.
I'm only one who's cooking, then can I go to the events? No, I have to skip.
Mm. Right.
Right, but I know that Shujal is there, he'll take care of him.
Right.
I'm off. I just have to call him and let him know that, okay, sorry, I won't be home at this hour.
Mm.
I'll be late. I have to go attend this event. I won't be coming home until 9 or whatever. I just have to inform him.
Right.
So that helps you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going back to what we talk about arranged marriage. If your partner is your best friend, then yes, you can manage any and everything.
Right. Right.
But
But
that you have to have your partner as a
y-
best friend.
yeah, yeah. But I think at the same time, you're gonna have like having a kid or not having a kid is a massive decision of your life,
It is.
and
And it's totally
that's
personal.
yeah, and that's something. Let's say, for example, I mean, I don't know what you guys talked about in the 2 hours that you guys met in the range side of things, but when we met, I was very clear. I'm gonna have kids.
We didn't talk about kids when we
Okay.
met. Yeah, no.
I don't know.
No, we never talk about kids.
No, it
And
was just natural that
it was just natural. I was just the way I'm talking to you. I was talking.
yeah,
That's it.
right,
Yeah.
right.
We never discuss about our future life.
Okay.
Because for me, I had to move to Canada. I had to figure it out what I have to do.
Hmm.
So for me, it wasn't a question like, how we are going to go ahead with your life. What matter was we're comfortable with each other.
Hmm.
That was very important for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, for me, I was very clear that we're gonna have baby and we're gonna have two babies.
Really? Yeah.
The reason why I say this is because I've been the only child,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I've seen my parents. Obviously, like you see, like when you're a child, you see your parents. They're at their peak of their adulthood, and then they're slowly going into their older side of things, and they slowly are turning into your own babies. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
And then it's a natural progression of life,
Yeah.
right? And what I've noticed is when you have two kids versus your parents, so that's two on two, right? So for example, if there's any debate, because they're getting old, they don't know the new trends or what have you, or that uncle called you but you couldn't go, you couldn't say Jai Shri Krishna or what have you, right? A lot of times what happens is if I'm saying something to my parents, they're like, oh no, you're wrong, because it's two of us versus one. It's not fair deal. You know what I mean? But when you have two-person, so it's on two, then they're like, okay, you know what? Maybe Pranshu is wrong, but that's that the second person couldn't be wrong. Maybe we have to internalize in ourselves, right? And that's the perspective that I've always had, and I've seen that around me. Like I don't know what your perception was of me before we even sat down, but I when I look at somebody and I talk to somebody, like I like to go 2 or 3 layers deeper with that person. I observe a lot, right? And which is why we're sitting here, because I mean, those things are very important, because I feel like you are great at your career right now,
Yeah.
right? But you wouldn't be here or anything without the smaller things at home, without
100%.
Shrujal Bhai taking care of Kriday,
Kriday.
Kriday,
Yeah.
without Shrujal Bhai taking care of Kriday at home.
Yeah,
without him
100%.
cooking the food, without making sure he's comfortable at home.
Yeah.
So I would say hats off to him that
Yes.
he's I'm sure he's had his aspirations in life. He's had
Yeah.
his passions in life. But at some point, one of them has to be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a one step back
Mm-hmm.
for a greater cause of good for our family.
Mm-hmm.
And then because Kirangi is out there and she has all these aspirations, it's okay.
Right.
At the end of the
See,
day,
now you go back and you talk about feminism. Does it
it
relate to my life?
does.
I was like, like we I have been always brought up, even with my parents, with my husband, it's like equality. Like we have
Yeah.
never been raised as you're a woman, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's like, what
Yeah.
is your potential? What you
Yeah.
can do?
Yeah.
If it is not your potential,
Yeah.
I understand. But if it is your potential, it hasn't to be like you're a woman or a man.
Yeah.
This is your potential, you can do it.
You can do it.
My father has been the same, my husband has been the same.
You've been blessed.
I am
You've
blessed.
been more than blessed. All right. So I want to take a little pivot here. I want to talk about, I mean, we talked about a lot of things about your family and stuff, but I mean, there's a lot of times what happens is from all this,
Can I take a pause
yeah,
back?
sure.
Sorry. So before you start something else,
Sure.
I want to go back to having two kids.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Shujal is the one and only son for his parents.
Okay.
Okay. Not son, one and only child, just like you. Okay. Uh, we never talk about having baby. But even after marriage, when I was like, I'm not ready for the baby, maybe we can have a dog. And he's like, it's okay, no problem. If you don't want, I don't mind. The other day, after cut two, whenever I was ready, I'm like, I'm ready for a baby. We can have one. Okay. I'm like, wow.
That was quick.
And yeah, so and he always has been like, only one child. So we were okay. Like, and I'm scared of delivery. As I
Of
told you.
course.
I'm
Yeah.
done. I was like one. And my God, my son is like equal to 11 people. I'm because you had a daughter, you can plan another one.
That's what I was getting to. Yeah, yeah.
Now you have a son, now you'll know how much work they are.
No, he's a lot of work
So-
already. He's a handful already.
So it's like if you have a first son, like trust me,
You will not go for the second one.
I can't run behind. If I have another son, period, like
That's
I'm
it.
dying now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm dying.
You might as well say goodbye to Shaunak Mehta. I'm not going to any events
So,
anymore.
because the thing is like, and I was like, I always wanted a daughter.
Mm,
So when we found out at like,
that you're
that I
having a
have
son.
of having a son, he actually first he consoled me, Kirangi, it's okay. Whosoever is our kid.
Of
I'm
course.
like, yeah, of course. But yeah. Because he knew that I was aiming for a girl,
girl.
desperately.
Oh, girl.
And then, like, because people around me knew that, I wanted a girl. So they were like, try again. I'm like, are you guaranteeing me I won't have a son again?
Yeah. Yeah,
Then I can
exactly.
try, otherwise I don't want to.
There's no guarantee of anything like
But
that, right?
fortunately, my brother has a daughter.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
my family is complete now.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Well, I was the same way when we were planning. I was telling my wife, I was like, it better be a girl.
Right?
Better be a girl. And when we found out, like, so we had a little ceremony at Maharaja Banquet Hall there, and we found, so like our friend, like I think my friend did it like in a balloon or whatever, and so it had a gold flakes in it and pink as well, but I couldn't really see the pink when it popped. So like it popped, and I was like, it's like, what is it? Like I'm like wondering. And my friends are like, they're like, oh, it's pink, it's pink. I was like, oh no, and I just broke down.
Oh my God.
I was on the floor just crying.
Oh my God.
I just had
That's
my, it's
beautiful
just
moment.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
a
like,
beautiful moment.
I think having a daughter is such a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It's such a
Yeah,
blessing. Like
yeah.
she's in India right now, and every day she wakes up. Every day she wakes up, and she's like, "Daddy, are you gonna be coming today?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, tomorrow. Let's start
Yeah.
tomorrow, right?" So
Yeah.
it's just 2 more weeks, right? But they have. I think having a daughter and what I've seen, like in my mom, like in my mom's side, because my dad's side, they're all boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom's side, what I've noticed is my nana, like he just passed away 2 years ago. He was here, so my mom and there's two brothers. I have two mamas, right? And having a girl, I think in a longer run, it's always good because she would have the feelings for her parents more than a son would have it. Not in the sense that the son would be, because he would have his own family too. You know what I mean? And you can't really blame him. That's my opinion. You can have a different opinion if
If
you.
you talk about Shrujal, is the other way around. He's the daughter of his family.
Okay. Yes.
Emotionally, he does support his mom.
Right.
I was like, I at that time I become like, okay, I might be their son and he's the daughter because
Right.
and then to be honest, in my family, like my mother-in-law is like my mom,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
It's just I have one mother-in-law in my life who is like my mother-in-law, my nanand, my whatever you call it,
Yeah.
it's Shrujal.
So he's a stricter one, is it?
Yeah, he is there for like every like devil role.
Yeah.
Like he's the one to blame for. Otherwise, all people around me are like they're beaut like it's and to be honest, like it takes two way to be honest. It's
Yeah.
it's not only like one way.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take a little credit.
Yeah. I think what it is like, so in my life what I've noticed is, because I'm the only child just like Shrujal Bhai. When a mom sees that the attention is going to a different woman, obviously, because growing up being the only child, the mom and the son have a pretty good bonding and stuff, and that's what I've seen in my family. And initial phase there, I mean, I shouldn't say jealousy, that's not a good word, but you know what I'm trying to say, like there is a little
I know
bit
the
like,
feeling.
kaun hai ye, like,
But
right.
but trust me, my mother-in-law still feels like she has only one son. And so
Oh.
like every time Suju, 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 I'm like, okay. When there is like, anything to cook for Suju, it's like nobody's in the family around. Like she doesn't care about her husband. She doesn't care about anybody else. It's
Yeah.
always Suju.
Yeah. 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 I was so I like I said, I watch a lot of podcasts, right? And one of the things that they were talking about is how growing up, a girl is so much more blessed than a guy, because a girl could sleep with her mom
Mhm.
even up until she's married,
Yeah.
and there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
But for a guy, because the guys are so attached with their moms, right? But at certain point, the society, because of society and because of obviously the norms, the guy can't be doing that anymore, right?
Right.
So during the childhood, like during up until 5 6 7 years, his everything is his mom, right? Because the dad is always out working, or
Yeah.
he's distant, right?
Yeah.
So a guy, it's so important for a guy to be, that's why guys are so vulnerable, I feel, because they have so much emotions in them, that one person they were sharing it with, they can't share with them anymore, because now their hormones, when they hit 14 15, them that now they have hormones kicking in and stuff like that, right? They can't share with their dads because the dad is way out of the picture. Mom, it's awkward, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with girls, they have that liberty,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even when you guys hit your periods and stuff, you guys can talk very freely.
100%.
And I feel like the guys are the way the guys are, because, and that's what then what they try to do is they try to look outside of the family. So that's why they learn a lot of things from their friends and
Right.
this and that, and which is why you see a lot of times the guys are very distracted, because they
Mm-hmm.
don't get the I feel like they don't get the right education for the certain things. You know what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at?
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't get the right education for the certain things from the right people,
Mm-hmm.
which is why they're always curious about those things, which is why they're so they're so distracted in life. Whereas the woman is straight. You're saying women are very emotionally driven.
Yeah.
Men are materialistic driven, because
Right.
men, we think that, oh, my mom doesn't care about me. Well, not in that sense, but she doesn't care about me. My dad is not there. So I have to prove myself.
Right.
I have to go out and get a fancy car or get a fancy house and get a fancy this and fancy that, because a lot of the appreciation I'm gonna get it from outside, and which is I think why the guys are the way guys are.
That is very true for
Yeah,
our generation. For
yeah,
you, for Shujal, for Shaunak
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, right.
Are
But
you,
you
are you
guys are
saying? Are you saying?
changing.
Are you
You
saying?
guys
Are
are
you saying
changing
that?
the world. You are
Okay,
sorry.
sorry. Are you saying that's why Shronak Bhai has a fancy Porsche?
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Okay, but I feel like it's the generation. But because you guys have seen this, I have seen you. I have seen for that matter Shaunak,
Mm,
because I've been working with him. I've
of
seen
course.
Shrujal.
Mm,
I've seen so many other men today's age
Mm.
who has small kids, they're changing this perception,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Shujal is becoming best friend of Krida.
Mm.
You're becoming best friend of your kids.
Yeah.
You know, like once upon a time, Miral told me that Shaunak is best friend of the kids.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he does take care. Like by 4, if he has to go pick up kids, he'll say, Kirangi, take this meetings. I have to go.
Mm.
He has to go.
Yeah.
He does take care.
Yeah.
He also supports Miral to write a book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's just the bonding, right?
Yeah,
Like,
when they're coming on Sunday, so I'm gonna have a lot to talk about with them.
yeah, yeah.
You're more than welcome to join. We can do a whole Juriscorp family if you need.
Fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
that so you see, like
Yeah.
this perception by yourself, you're changing it for
Yeah.
the next generation.
Yeah.
So for the next generation, I don't think so. The kids will be saying the same
Yeah.
what you're saying right now for the
Yeah.
parents' perspective.
Yeah, of course. And I think the next generation is already getting ready, and I mean, it's a good and a bad. I mean, I've seen in my family where the generation right after me, which is 10 years younger than me, they know what they want
Mm-hmm.
and they'll take it. They will not ask. They will
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
That's the difference,
Yeah.
right?
They're so confident.
They're confident, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, I'll tell you about I don't care, I'll share it, whatever. My sister-in-law who's getting married in
Mm-hmm.
December, which is why we're all going to India.
Okay.
So obviously I've seen her when we married back in 2017. So I met my wife 2016. So I've seen her when she was in her 15, 16, right? And
Mhm.
she's now whatever she is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've seen her growing up, and then on this side, I have the guy. I've known him since he was 2 year old, 3 year old,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And these guys, so they bought a house already. They got assigned, like
Mhm.
they're married and everything. So they bought a house, and the approach was, yeah. So we're thinking of no, we're not thinking of. We're buying a house. Where do you guys think is a good location for us to buy a house? Not ask. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I still get shit faced, scared to ask my parents to move out. And I will never move out. You know what I mean? And I love
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
love that. I mean, there's
Yeah.
always gonna be ups and downs when you have
100%.
two beautiful, or I now have 3 beautiful women in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That you're gonna have obviously right?
That's
Ke
all.
whatever, right?
That's normal.
But
And it's part and parcel of
part
life.
part and parcel of the game, right? But you know, like having that yeah, we've already bought a house. It's just very straight and laser straight focus, right?
Mhm.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it, but it's kind of a bad thing too, because you know you wanna have an opinion of somebody too, don't you think?
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. I know what you mean. Yeah. 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 As a like even with me, if I tell you like I'm pretty much like I have my own opinion, and I told you like
Yeah, yeah,
the way I am, I
yeah,
am.
yeah.
So, and I also told you that I fight with my mom even today's date.
Mm,
Okay, if I have to tell her something, being her mom, I tell her right away.
mm.
Okay, so if I fight with my mom, trust me, how would be my relation with my mother-in-law? Right.
I don't want to know.
But still, I can still say that Shrujal is my sasuma and not her. Trust me.
All right, so let's talk about. Do you want to take a little break?
I just want some water.
Some water? Yeah, sure.
Great,
Yeah,
thank
let's
you.
cut it out. Let's cut it out.
Chalo, let's start a singing show. क्या यही
प्यार
प्यार है?
है. All right, we're back here again. So we talked a lot about the family, your education, and your traumas. What I wanted to talk about now is your passion, right?
Okay.
Because there's always going to be room for Kirangi for herself. You know what makes her happy. Obviously, the family is there, the career is there, and everything. And I noticed that you're an avid dancer. You are trained Bharatnatyam dancer, and you also love Garba. So how did dance come in your life?
So back then when I was a kid, ADHD was not a word.
Okay.
Okay. But let me tell you, I have ADHD.
Okay.
Okay. I can't keep my mind straight. So for me to do meditation, it's difficult task. Because if I sit down and do meditation, I have 5,000 thoughts running in my mind. Dance is the only meditation I have. Since I was in kindergarten, I used to perform in the school. So the school has that festivals and the performance and whatever. So I used to perform each and every whatever the occasion is, I have to perform. That's the normal thing for the dance.
Right.
I used to sing for my school for that morning prayers. So in my school, we don't have to sing all alone. The class doesn't sing. So there are 2 or 3 girls who actually sings in the mic for the whole school.
Okay.
And I was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did that but see, there's always in someone's life that when you take up a new project, you're obviously not very good at it from day one, right? But there's obviously your parents would be obviously there to support you and stuff. Yes. But I think it has to come from inside as well, that this is something that I really like.
Yeah. So probably, I don't know, because I was too young, kindergarten, I don't even remember.
Right.
Right. But I do have photos of me dancing.
Right.
So that is what I have. I don't even remember I danced at that time.
Yeah.
But I do have pictures.
Yeah.
So
your parents are into that? Your mom is a dancer?
My mom doesn't like dance.
No?
No.
Because kids try to emulate from the parents, right? I mean,
she does Garba, but she's not dancer. Her moves are wow, but she's not keen of dancing.
Right.
She danced well, 100%.
Right.
But she knew that I was dancing since, because in school, maybe teacher must have told everyone let's go and then do Garba and whatever, and then they might have figured it out that I'm dancing well.
Yeah.
And then somehow my mom just found out that way that I'm a good dancer.
Yeah.
And then she used to take me to in the summer the summer vacation.
Yeah.
She used to take me to the workshops for whatever dance. She just put me in, okay, that enroll her for 3 months or whatever. Somehow I can tell you, until I was in India, I've always been center of the stage, always lead the dance. When she put me in, nobody knows that I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
We just start off, and as soon as I grip it up, I've always been in the center.
Yeah.
As I'm leading.
You're leading, for sure.
Right. So, and then people had problems with that too.
Of course.
That always has been, because dance is something you start the music and my legs will start this.
Yeah.
So music has always been there.
Yeah.
Then when I came to Canada, somehow I just stopped dancing.
Okay.
I was it's a new country, and then lot new learning, new work.
Yeah.
After Krida, he pushed me. Your hormones are changing, acting up, you're being cranky, you should do something. If you don't want to do anything, join cricket. I'm okay. I'm no, cricket is not my thing.
Okay.
So all my life I wanted to learn Bharatnatyam, but because my mom had that fear that I'll grown up weirdly with my body if I stop dancing.
Okay.
So she never let me dance Bharatnatyam.
She never let you do Bharatnatyam?
In India.
But I thought you were trained.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you're doing it right now? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
So who are you doing it with?
I'm with Ananta.
Ananta. Oh, Bhumi.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she never let me do that.
Right.
So it's always summer camp, because ADHD, my nature is very chanchal.
Chanchal, yeah.
So I can't focus if I dance. That's what she thought.
Okay.
So I can only dance in my summer vacation, not throughout the year.
No.
That was the first thing.
Right.
So I am pro at folk dancing. So I know not the regular Garba, the bass Garba.
Yeah.
Where you actually bend down, you dance with the stick, when you dance with the
matkas and stuff.
The matkas and everything. Yeah. So I'm pro on that. I've also learned Rajasthani folk dance.
Really?
So I know Ghumar in and out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you part of the AGA Gala event?
I won.
You guys won? I didn't know. Sorry. I did not know that.
I won.
You won?
I have the trophy photo.
Look at that. I did not know that. So that was, was it folk or, because they have 3 to 4 different.
So Unfortunately, at that time, I was about 35, so I was in that era.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
But I feel like dance is such a natural form of um it's like you know how they say ke hasi like khushi se jhoom utna.
Yeah.
You know that there's a muhavra like that, right?
It's
So
it's expression of everything, I can say.
yeah,
For me, it's meditation.
yeah.
If I'm dancing, I don't. So this is what I have found out about me. If I'm dancing, I don't remember I have a son named Kriday. I don't remember I have a husband named Shujal.
Okay.
I don't remember anything when I'm dancing. I'm like 100% into it.
Are you like Monjalika? You get into it and you're like Monjalika.
I do. I do
You
have a
get so
photo like
immersed.
that. Yeah.
Oh, you do have photo like that? Ooh.
When you remove Bharatnatyam makeup, you
Oh
become
yeah.
Manjulika. And he took that picture and showed it to my brother. I'm like, see, your sister is Manjulika.
I'm just putting things out there and it's just connecting. It's just connecting. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. No, but I feel like dance is just that kind of a therapy that you just let it go. I mean, there's just too much going on in your life, and just
So let it go dance is a different than the systematic
oh,
dance.
of course. I mean, I'm
Right?
just yeah,
Yeah. So when you dance, kind of let it go. It's just kind of Bollywood dance. You do is like move around,
whatever.
and it's like whatever what you're feeling. But when the systematic dance come, when you need your 100% concentration,
Hmm.
because Bharatnatyam is very technical dance. I have to make sure that my posture is correct, my hand movements are correct,
Hmm.
my left and right are correct.
Right.
It's not like just tumka and latka and then I'm good to
Of
go.
course. Of course.
Right? My body posture is correct, my neck has to be correct, my expression has to be there,
I think
my
expression is
eye
everything.
movements should be there,
Yeah.
like everything has to be there.
Yeah. But I feel like we were at the Council of India Society Diwali party. You were there too.
Yep.
And I see so many beautiful dances. Like
Oh my
there's
god,
like
so beautiful dances.
in south of India, I think they're killing it. They're doing something magical,
Beautiful.
right? I mean, everyone. I think it was all about just the eyes. I think their eyes
It's
talk.
not only eyes but the posture. So
Yeah.
if you are a believer of Shiva and if you haven't seen the Shiva Shakti,
Hmm.
okay, Ardhanarishwar Roop, right?
Hmm.
If you can, do you relate? No,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you have seen that, I did perform last that time, and I was like very much, like I'm still into it. Like
Hmm.
it's kind of a Shiv Shakti, so it's a
Hmm.
part of half Shiva and half Shakti. When
Hmm.
Ardhanarishwar dances, right? So it's a part of male, part of female.
Right.
That half thing is like the postures. If you ever seen like Ajanta Ellora, the
Yeah,
postures, right?
I've seen
When
photos
you
of it.
create that posture with your body,
Mm,
it's beautiful.
right.
It's just like if you see that, it's like it create wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
And like, dance and law, that what you do, they're poles apart. So how like what connects them for you? What connects them two together for you? Or there's no connection at all?
There is no connection at all.
No.
No. So, but I'm happy with both.
Mm.
So law is I'm happy I'm giving honest advice where I was guilty in a bank.
Hmm.
So now eternally I'm feeling very good what I'm doing. Okay.
Mhm.
Whereas when I'm stressed out with so much work, because we work with the deadline.
Yep.
So it's stressful job, 100%. Dance is my peace.
Mm.
It just gives me that meditation power to go again, to
Yeah.
go along what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you were saying that during the postpartum, that's when
Mhm.
Shrujabai kind of pushed you towards the dance, I
Yeah.
think. And I think that's because, postpartum woman obviously goes through that that mental and emotional wreckage, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's when you kind of took it out. That's
Yeah.
when you kind of took up the dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So mostly Bharatnatyam or like Bollywood as well, or Garba and stuff as well.
I can do a lot. It's just I don't have that much time. So I'm sticking with Bharatnatyam because Bharatnatyam is a sadhana. It's not something like I can just take up, leave it, take up, leave it. It goes for 7 years. So
7 years.
yeah,
Okay.
2 9 years. It depends. So it's a sadhana. It's not like something you just you dance today and tomorrow you'll forget.
Hmm.
So it's a sadhana. So once I start, I don't want to stop that. I
Right.
told you.
Yeah.
Whatever I start,
Start. You don't
I
stop.
have to finish.
Yeah.
So because I don't want to let it go, I don't have enough time to join other dances.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Very interesting. So next thing that your biggest hobby, and I think before the podcast you were talking about my book collection. I mean, I haven't even read half of them. I mean, you can pick and choose if you want to take some home. Doesn't matter. Um, any book that influenced your mindset or life philosophy?
uh Mine's so, to be honest, it's like, you pick and choose one thing from one book.
Hmm.
It's not like, one book will teach and change your whole perspective.
Hmm.
Some book does teach you. So it's kind of a combination of uh motivational book to some life learning lessons. So it's not like always if you go through the motivational book and, oh, now you know everything about the world. No, it's not like
No.
that.
Yeah.
It's just part and parcel. Sometimes you learn um, through myth.
Yep.
So if you know these stories from the generation behind, you'll pick up something from that too.
Hmm.
So it's not like one book can change your life. No, I don't
Right.
believe in that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's like you read a few pages every day, or how do you read your books?
If I start a storybook,
Novels, I guess.
7 days,
7 days, you're
I'll
done.
finish. That's the maximum I can tell you. I can finish it in 3 days. My record is I finish a novel in 2 days.
Wow.
But that time I was not married.
Now you have another book to read, right? Obviously.
But yeah, it's that way. So if I don't pick up, I don't pick up. But if I
Hmm.
pick up, I have to finish it.
Yeah. So what sort of books do you usually enjoy? Fictional, biography,
Fictional.
fictional,
Yeah.
mostly fictional. Okay.
Yeah, because I do read agreements and all that, like regular thing too. So
Yeah. So has it ever happened that you like tell me an instance if I mean if you don't have it that's fine, but tell me an instance when you were working on a case of some sort for the law firm and you're stuck somewhere, but then you all of a sudden like you're like, oh yeah, well maybe from what I learned from the book I can maybe apply it. No,
it
doesn't
doesn't work that way.
doesn't
No,
work that way at all.
no, no.
No.
Even if my education of law doesn't work that way, it doesn't go along with what we do at actual law firm.
All
Like
right.
it doesn't go. No.
So what kind of I mean, sorry, I've never I mean, you're a lawyer, but I haven't even asked you what sort of a law, like what sort of law do you practice?
I practice business law and real estate law for
Business
now.
and real
Yeah.
estate.
Yeah. I do have some in and out about personal injury because I've worked with Diamond and Diamond Law for a
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So if you could recommend one book that everyone should read, uh,
Seven Habits.
Seven Habits. Okay. I think I've
Stephen Harvey.
Stephen Harvey one. Okay. That's a highly effective people. Is that the one? That one's good, eh? I've started, I think.
The good one is like, the Eighth Habit also. That is also a nice one of Stephen Harvey.
Okay. Okay.
But nobody knows that he has the Eighth Habit too.
So would you say like in in your career you're happy where you are, or do you still see there is more room that you want to
It's
progress?
always room to be better.
Okay.
It's always, even if I'll turn 60, I might have a room to be better.
All right.
It's like you have some or the other thing to learn in your life. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your professional life. Like you are not God, like you are not like, your 36 gun are like
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
So there is always room to improve.
Right.
So it's not always like, oh, I'm done, I've done enough. No, never.
Yeah.
But I'm satisfied what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that is how I'm happy.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the natural progression after, like obviously like every I think every human being wants to see themselves, okay, Ajay, today I'm this, well maybe in 2 years I want to be, I don't know, a manager, or I don't know, like a senior partner or what have you. Like what is the natural progression, like
I
what do you
I I didn't think about that way, to be honest. For me, it's like, I'm what I'm doing, I'm satisfied with it. A. So the thing is, I'm such a calm person now because I'm satisfied with my work that whatever happens in my life, I'll be able to manage.
you just want to go with the flow?
Yeah. But I'm not scared of any negativity coming in my life. Like, any downfalls or something like that. Because I've trained myself such a way that, whatever happens for good.
Mm.
what I'm like at the end of the day when I go home, I'm happy that, for somebody I was a good advisor, or I made somebody's life, or I helped somebody in their life. So I feel very satisfied when I'm sleeping.
Right, right. You talked about a downfall. What was your what would you say was your lowest moment in your life, and how did you who gave you the motivation or to get back up on your feet and be like, you know what, this can be the end of it all.
My motivation, so downfall obviously when you're young never happens.
Right.
Okay, it's always when you are like, grown up and you study your own,
Yeah, but I
right?
mean,
It's
when you're even when you're young, I mean, your downfalls are, oh, that guy rejected me, or that girl rejected
that
me.
never happened to me. I was so
I
dumb
mean,
on
I'm
that
just,
way.
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying. You
But
know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
I was so dumb at that age that my friend used to like my best friend used to come and tell me that, that guy likes you. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, every guy likes every girl, so let me just put it out there.
But yeah, so it's like I was so dumb to even realize that, if somebody has crush on me or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So you haven't had a downfall. Like you would think that this is the lowest
I
point of
had
my
one,
life.
I told you already, and
Right,
then Shujal was there to support me. So
right.
yeah.
So then that was your motivation that, you know what, there might be better out there, and your family obviously helped you
Yeah.
get out of
And
that.
like, the thing I like when I met Shujal, the
Mm,
first thing I like about him was he was very positive.
mm,
He always has been like very positive thinker, and
yeah,
then he has passed that to me too.
right,
It's like, you always think positive, talk positive.
right,
There is no point to you're like, surrounded by negativity.
right.
So yeah, and that's how we have been going along past 11 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So now that you said you're completely satisfied with your job and everything, I mean, do you would you say you have any fears? Because human beings, they're always driven by, oh shit, this, oh shit, that. Back of the mind, there's always something. There's always something. Like, are you afraid of anything? You have any fears?
The fears are the part of they comes and go, but
Okay.
then that prepares me to be ready for any outcome and to be prepared to do what if this happens.
Mm,
So I kind of like, I'm a person who's like, look for each and every perspective. Okay, if this happens, what are my next options? So I'm kind of prepared if anything happens in my mind.
right, right. And obviously, you said you're not one of those person who takes decisions very instinctively. You
Yeah.
wanna, but sometimes what happens is when there's a lot of chaos going around you, you're like, oh, I gotta take a decision now, I gotta do this now, and staying calm when the boat is rocking, I think that's powerful to
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah,
Right.
and that came from Shauna, to be
From
honest.
Shanak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is very patient person.
Right,
Like his patience is boom up there.
right.
I can say I haven't even reached there, but I would love to reach there.
Where do you I mean, I can talk to him about that, but where do you think he gets that from? Or does he draw from somebody, or he just enough experience of
I have
ups and downs in lives?
I
Does it?
don't think so, but I guess it's just like, maybe it's in his genes, but I don't know.
Yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
I don't I
He's
have
gonna be
no
a he
comments to
he's
talk about
he's
that.
he's gonna be he's gonna be a very interesting person to talk to, because I just adore how he's so polite,
Yes.
and he's very humble,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I just love when people are very soft spoken,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I could be like, I am one of those guys, I love to talk,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be that guy who doesn't talk but talks a lot at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
because
he's like that.
sometimes you don't talk, but your silence speaks a lot of words, right? And I feel like he's that kind of guy,
He is. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so, what do you what's your relationship with money like? What's your relationship
I'm a
with
big
money?
spender.
I should have asked
money
Shrizavai about that.
money doesn't like to stay with me. Yeah. He just
Yeah.
wanted to end up in a showroom where I pick my clothes or a bag or jewelry for that matter. Yeah.
Okay. So he's the mother-in-law,
Yeah,
obviously.
he's the mother-in-law.
He keeps you in check.
Kirangi, you have to make a budget.
But do you the way I'm asking that question is, do you think money is just a byproduct of the good decisions that you take in your careers or your life for that matter? Or do you think money is the goal? I mean, see, let's be very, very frank.
Yeah, no,
People who say that money can't buy you happiness, well, clearly they don't have the money.
yeah, no, no,
Because
no.
because
I need money,
yeah,
100%. Yeah, I
because
need money. Like, I need to spend more.
yeah,
As simple as that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the
Because
way
if
I'm
you
spending, I
yeah,
love to spend more.
yeah, if you ask a rich guy, he's gonna say, "Oh no, money doesn't. I take all these pills and stuff." Well, after taking the pills, you sleep in the best of the best beds.
Mhm.
The poor guy doesn't get that, right? So that's all BS. But I my humble opinion about money is, ever since I've quit my job, my biggest thing was I want to take as many experiences in my life as possible and try as many things in my life as possible. And it wouldn't have been possible without, obviously, the mental and emotional support from my wife. A and like I said previously, money is everything. So being my dad behind me, and he's like, you know what, I couldn't take that risk in my life, but you have all the freedom that you want. And which is why when I sit down with, I mean, I don't care if this goes on air, it's whatever. Um, all my friends that I've had, I feel like they're slowly drifting apart, which is fine. It's part and parcel of the game.
Yeah.
But all I tell them is, if you don't take risk now, it's now or never. And when I grow old, and when I'm a 60-year-old or 65-year-old, and I'm hanging out with my whoever group of friends at that time by a by a fireplace, and we're recounting all the memories, I want to say that, oh, this one fucking time I was so stupid that I ran for public school board trustee. What I was I thinking? You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
Just stuff like
100%.
that. And
I'm
just be
kind
like,
of that.
oh, this one time I was an idiot. I started a restaurant. I don't even know. I didn't know how to cook, but I started a restaurant. Lost a lot of money, but whatever. Gave me a lot of experience. I got to
Yeah,
meet a lot of interesting people, right?
yeah.
So I think people are, and even if you don't have the money, you can still do a lot of experiences in life
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't cost anything. But
Yep.
people are so afraid.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
So if I go back to my role as a CFA,
Mm,
I was like, not everybody is a risk taker.
mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So even if you go to the bank, they'll first check how much risk you can tolerate.
yeah,
So it's like top portfolio to middle portfolio to bottom portfolio,
right.
right? So the mixture of it's a diversity.
Mm,
Okay. When you take a risk, if you have that confidence of diversity, what if this doesn't work? I have this in my hand.
mm,
Okay. If you can figure it out, that
mm.
life is easy.
Right.
Okay. But if you don't, so for an example, if you don't know how to swim,
Mm.
the first thing you should be doing is jump in a pool and not in an ocean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you calculate that,
Mm.
nothing is impossible for you.
Right.
You know that if I'll jump in a pool, there is a safeguard will take me out.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just go in the ocean.
yeah,
I don't know if somebody comes in before that, maybe whale can catch me. You never know,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So if you take calculated risk, so 99% people take calculated risk.
Mm.
Okay. It's just like, if I have this extra 5,000, if I lose that, I have nothing to lose. I'm still making money.
Right.
99% of people does that.
Mm.
Who can take risk.
Who can take risk?
It's
Yeah.
it's all depends on your mentality, your upbringing too, because like people has seen only like, oh no, no, you save, you save, you save. So if you have brought up that way, you are thinking the same way. Oh no,
Some
you
way.
save.
Right. Cool. Very interesting. I wanted to just ask you, I mean, obviously we're going a bit deeper in the conversation. What's spirituality to you? Like how do you like spirituality or faith? Does that play a role in your personal or professional journey? Like what sort of a role does it play?
It just gives me the mental peace. It
Mm,
keeps me balanced. It it doesn't let me like be angry, or like kind of like it just holds me back, that okay,
mm.
I have to wait.
Yeah.
No, this that 15 counts, like before you talk. One, two. Okay, if you want to take out
Is
your
that is
anger,
that the thing? Is that
is that
this?
the thing?
Okay.
Like you just count.
15 times before you say something?
For me, it's 15. For you, could be different.
When it gets chaotic, and this is how
Yes.
you respond after 15?
Yeah.
Okay. It can just kind of calms you
Yeah.
down and
Not with
stuff.
Shrujal though. Okay.
What is it, 30?
Wait, Shrujal is no count. Come
Oh.
on. Right on there. Even if I'm wrong, even if I'm right, like I don't think when I'm talking to Shrujal. No.
Okay. Okay.
So it's I'm Aquarian. I have
Mm,
a two different personality.
mm.
I'm different outside. I'm different home.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When you meet me, you will like. So it's normal. Like my friends, the people around me, they feel like, oh, I'm very extrovert. I'm not.
You're not.
I love to be alone. Leave me alone by myself. I need nobody around me.
So,
So
so are
so
you
I'm kind
saying,
of
are you, so then why, well, don't mind me asking this. I mean,
That's
I'm going to be
fine. Go
very
ahead.
direct. Why do you feel like you have to put on that show then? Are you putting
It's
on
a
a,
market.
okay.
Even if how much educated I am, if I can't speak up,
Mm,
what's the point?
yeah. Yeah. So would you say communication is the key?
Communication is
Is the
yes,
key,
yes.
right? So my dad, I'll tell you a little bit about my dad, and I'll kind of connect it with the communication being the key. So my dad did civil engineering from India. Then he went to US and back in 1990s. He did a structural engineering master's in structural engineering in Maryland University. Then he came back home, and he had nothing to do, so he did 1 year of LLB.
Mm-hmm.
Then he also, when we came here, didn't have a job or whatever. He also drove a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
He's a appraiser. He's a PN. He's a PMP. He's got all the fancy degrees, you name it. And you
Mm-hmm.
met my dad,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
my dad, right? But the one thing I tell him, and this is when I was growing up, I said, Dad, and I don't put it against him or anything. I mean, everyone, not everyone can be Pransh-U or Kirangi or whoever, right?
Yeah.
We have our strong suits, and they have their strong suits or whatever, right? But with him, communication, I feel, if he could have, if he would have been able to talk like the way I'm talking, he would have been a different person altogether.
So communication doesn't. Sorry to interrupt you,
No, I'm not. No,
but
you're not interrupting.
communication is not defining as the just the pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
you know so there are way of communication. It's like for an instant, when you are in a bank, you have to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because your client comes in, you have to talk about the products, and you have to be there,
Yeah.
right? So you have to be very good with the service you're giving them.
Mm-hmm.
Now with that lady, her English is not wow,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
boss, but she gets business is amazing,
Right.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
communication doesn't have a part, it has a part and parcel to play with
Mm-hmm.
along.
Mm-hmm.
um it's just how you express.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be, as you told, Shaunak doesn't talk but he express.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like communication for me, it's not, sorry to cut you off there, but communication, what I was meaning to say is not that my dad's English is obviously not the greatest, but what I was
Nobody's,
saying
even
is,
mine's not.
yeah, it's not. I mean, not
No,
nobody, right?
my
But
first language is Gujarati.
of course, but what I'm saying is he's not able to, like, he's not able to express it as well.
Expresses,
That's
right,
also the problem. So
right,
communication for me is a big umbrella,
yeah,
and there's things at the bottom, right?
right,
So there's facial expressions, there's how you dress, that's
right.
big, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you look, how you dress, how you smell, and
Yep,
just
yep,
the
yep.
overall persona. And
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's what contributes to the communication.
Yeah.
And I've, but I mean, obviously everyone's different, right? I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
he's born in 60s, so but I mean, he's made it this far. He's doing an amazing job,
He
and
does. Oh my God.
yeah. So
He's a great guy to talk to.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, but
Yeah. So it's like, with him, it's like you have to deep dive in conversation
yeah,
to get him talking.
yes, he's a very shy person. It takes a bit to break the ice with him.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of it takes a bit of a breather to
Yeah.
anyways. Traveling,
Mm-hmm.
is that therapeutic for you? Do you travel a lot? Have you been traveling a lot?
If I can save some, I would love to travel.
So you're not a big traveler?
I
You
want
love,
to.
you want to?
I
Okay.
want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I stopped going to India, yes, I would love to travel the world.
Isn't that crazy
They
that,
just eat up my money.
yeah, isn't that crazy? I was reading it somewhere that all the Indians like us, we initially saved a lot of money to come to Canada, and then we come here and we work and we save all the money to obviously go to India again. It's like,
True.
what are we doing?
True. I know. I know.
It's like go
I know.
go to South America, go to Europe, like go all
Yeah,
these
that's the
places.
plan. It's just like, it's just like, I had to go to my brother's wedding and then
Of
we had to do
course.
like
Oh,
all
you
that
have all
stuff.
that stuff, of course.
So yeah, but now the plan is not to go home because I have
Yeah.
my in-laws here, I have my parents here. So
Your parents are here too now?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
perfect. With that stay with your obviously
my
your
brother.
brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, now it's the time. So,
What's your dream destination?
oh, I don't have a dream. I wanted to go world
This is
around the
just
world.
travel.
Yeah, I just want to
I
travel.
think you're the best person in Shauna because he's been everywhere and he can tell you where to go, where not to go.
Oh no, if you want to know where to go, like ask Mira.
Really, yeah.
She's the planner.
She's a planner
She's the planner.
and he's a follower.
Yeah, he just gives the date. Okay, I'm available on this date.
Oh yeah.
Mira plans it.
They plan bloody well.
Yeah, they do.
I've seen their travel plans. It's
Yeah,
unreal.
it's
But
beautiful. Yeah.
it's great. It's great. So, how do you for everything that you've been given, what how do you give it back to the community, or are you into that? Like, do you do a lot of community work?
So it's being with Sean, I have learned more to give back to community.
Hmm.
Uh, Sometimes, so being with him because my law journey of being a lawyer started with him only.
Hmm.
He always been taught me that you always give back to community, right? And then even in the law school, they teach you about pro bono work.
Pro
So
bono is, I think, the smaller cases that
we
some
do it for free,
for free. Yeah, yeah.
right? So it's
I
like
learned it
people
from
who
Suits.
cannot
I learned it from Suits, by the way. I respect her. I'm sure you watched that show, right? You watched the show?
No.
No? Okay. That's okay.
But that's not the life though
Yeah,
of
that's
a lawyer.
no.
Trust me. No,
Okay.
no, no.
It's
We
obviously
had that video like one time that Sean had made some reels with
okay.
our lawyers. Like, one thing you talk about the lawyer, and one of my colleagues, like, the life is not of the lawyer's life is not suits what you have seen.
Of course it's not.
It's not.
Yeah. So what is that one thing that people are they misunderstand about you from the first?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. It's not for today. It's been always. Always I've been misunderstood.
Okay. And
Even if my day-to-day life. Trust me.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you take the time to explain yourself, or you don't think it matters? It doesn't matter.
It's okay.
The people who
I
belong
can't
to you, the
no.
people who belong to you, they'll belong to you
Yeah.
regardless.
Regardless. So I don't care.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. For that matter, if somebody asks me to change me, what he does, but I'm pretty sure I won't be able to.
All right. So what's that one habit of a good habit that you're still working on to make it better?
My communication skills.
Yeah. Yeah. We've I think people should know that before this sit down, I was having a chat with you obviously on the phone, and I was very impressed that you've only been here what 10, 12 years?
10 years.
10
Yeah.
years. You have exceptional communication skills. Like English. It's very good.
Right.
Were you talking a lot in India too, or in English, or did you
Um
obviously there is mostly Gujarati maa bada
Mostly
baat karta hai.
Gujarati. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
India is mostly Gujarati.
But like you have a skill of picking up languages, it seems like. Very easily, you would say.
I can say so. Sometimes it's difficult to pick up some words, some pronunciation, because every country has different pronunciations. So for me to pick up those, like I sometimes get the good tone,
That's fine.
right? No, I know.
We're gonna be
Which I have to work on it.
we're gonna be taking over anyway, so.
Perfect. I love that. But I have to work on those.
Yeah.
I get super excited when I talk, which I have to work on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please cut this down.
So I do like when I see you talking, obviously on the stages at
Mhm.
GGA and all these places,
Yeah.
you are really good.
Oh, thank you.
You are really good. I think out of all the women presenters that we usually have up there,
It's because I've always been on
yeah,
stage
because of the
dancing.
dancing and all that, right? So that
Dancing.
really opens up. That really opens up,
That does.
right?
Like since childhood, I've been on dance. I've been doing dancing, and as I told you, I've always been offered lead dancer.
Hmm.
So, people around me is not a problem.
Mm.
Talking to somebody is not a problem. But if you ask me to read a script, it's a problem.
That's a problem, of course. Just like, yeah, that same thing with me as well. I mean,
Yeah.
so we did that CHCC event. Were you there? The Canadian Hindu Chamber of
I
Commerce
did.
event.
I was there.
You were
Yes,
there,
I was
so I
there.
was given a script. I was like, "You got to be kidding me! I'm not following no script." And so, but there's big dignitaries and stuff. They have to be there, so I had
Right.
to kind of obviously read through that, which is why I was looking down. I hate
Yeah.
looking down. I mean,
Yeah. But the thing is, like, and then when there is a script, I'm nervous of not skipping any word.
yeah, of course, because you're so
It's like,
conscious.
yeah.
You're conscious at that
So,
point.
yeah. So that's what happens with me
Yeah.
when I'm reading scripts.
So what is it? What is it that you're working on in the communication side of things? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Like, what
I want to
sense?
achieve that I can just memorize those script and then make it natural. Like, that
Okay.
how it should come out and then not feels like I'm reading something like this way or
But I
this.
mean, but I mean, if you're given that like 5 minutes prior to the event,
It doesn't work with me.
I mean,
Script is a script. It's not coming from inside me.
so you don't
So,
have the expression and the script is not matching up. Is what's happening. Is what you want to work on. Okay,
yeah.
cool. So if there's one or two things that you wanna go back in time. Let's say you are, I don't know. Let's pick a number. Let's say you were 16,
Hmm.
which is, I think you recently graduated from grade 12. I think you were 16 or 17.
Maybe, yeah.
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 If you want to tell one thing to your younger self, what would you tell to do differently?
I'm happy with mine, to
You're
be
happy.
honest. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just go back and tell that you're doing great, Kirangi.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill it.
Probably. Yeah.
You're gonna kill it.
Yeah. I've been most mischievous kid in my school life.
Yeah,
And I don't regret doing that. Like,
yeah,
I'm happy what I was.
yeah,
I don't have a mean to be studious. I don't even expect that from my son, like, to be studious and then just be around. Like,
yeah.
no, like, I have enjoyed my life.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, no regrets. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never had boyfriends that time. So, yeah, maybe I can go change that.
Maybe try different things out there. See what's in the
Yeah,
market.
exactly. Yeah.
I think it's very important. I mean, I only had, I think, one girlfriend for like 3 4 months or
Hmm.
whatever. But I think it's very important because I think it just gives you a perspective. It just gives you a comparison that, oh, this is not what you wanted, and
Yeah,
there's better out there.
it's tried and tested. Which opportunity we missed.
Before saying yes to Mr. Patel in Canada. So when you have Kride, right?
Yeah.
Kride?
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing that you made sure that you told him? And okay, you know what, this is important in life and this is not, or that point hasn't come yet.
That point hasn't come yet.
He's
It's
too
it's
young.
just life learning, so slowly and gradually. Right now, to be honest, he's just 7,
Mm,
right? So he's not grown up to teach him like life lessons.
yeah,
Right now, like he's just enjoying his life. So let him be.
he's not one of those phone guys, or he's into.
He's not allowed.
He's not allowed.
He's
Okay.
not allowed. Yeah. So I give him purposely because I want him to be
On par with other
match.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes I have to give him, okay, play a game.
Mm,
Okay, for half an hour, but play a game. So
right.
so at least, like, you were when you're around with the other kids, you know how to do that.
Yeah, we know how to
And
blend in.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I have to push him to do that, but he never asked for it.
I think it.
He's a talker.
I think there's. He's a talker,
He's
just
a
like
talker.
just like his mom.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
He's a
That's.
talker.
But I think it's so difficult to have that balance. I feel like because sometimes how much do you give or how less you can give. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
terms of the restrictions. Because I was reading somewhere that the kid, how sometimes on their iPads you can set like 1 hour or 30 minutes limit or whatever. When you set that, kids tend to be more wanting more and more, and they're more aggressive. Whereas if you tell them half an hour only, but I'm not watching you. I'm not watching you. You be
They'll give
honest
you.
with me. They
Yeah.
get back to you,
They do.
right?
They do.
So
My son
with
is very honest that way.
so yeah, so do you do that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just give him, okay, one game, you finish your word game, and then you give it back to me. He
Mm.
gives back to me.
How do you and your better half, how did you work out that? Because I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be going through that, so that's gonna be learning for me as well.
To be honest, I'm less involved with Kriday than Shrujal
Okay.
because when I'm educating someone, like, asking him to study with me, I'm
Mm,
impulsive. I can't do that.
mhm.
Okay. I was like, why can't you understand what I'm trying to say? Because see, there is a problem. People misunderstood me
Yeah.
because I'm not communicating it right way.
Yeah.
So I'm not like he's Shujal is the one who makes him study. Okay.
Okay.
Who helps him, like, whatever he has to do.
Mhm.
So I'm not part of that journey with him. I'm only part of fun. Fun part is with me.
Okay. You're the
Right.
fun.
So I'm the fun.
You're the fun section. You got the fun section.
Yes.
He got the other
He
the
got
dirty
the
work. He got
the
the
dirty
dirty
work.
work.
He does the dirty work. I only take care of if say if I have to teach him of something he's not obeying, or he's not listening to anyone or something like that on some points.
Mm.
So then I get a role, or I get a role of, like, giving him phone. Only he use only my phone. So only I decide when he's taking it, he's not taking it. I make him watch movies, but that's a weekend thing. So he's pretty busy boy. He
All
doesn't
right.
have time to do all that.
Cool. Cool. He reads a lot of books.
He
Is he a
does.
reader?
He's not a reader, but we are making him a reader.
Yeah. How do you
he
like
he is kind of me, Chanchal.
Tunchal?
Yeah,
He gets distracted very easily.
very easily,
Very easily.
very
I think
easily.
that's boys. That's boys in a nutshell,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because we're just super hyperactive, just
exactly.
everywhere
He
all the
wants to
time.
do this too, that too,
Yeah, all at
everything.
the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I'm still like that, so I know.
yeah. Me too. You can tell me I'm a boy then.
Yeah. Well, just so we can inculcate reading into my daughter, into our daughter, like I started taking up the hobby of reading.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go to bed, like before we go to sleep, me and Sanjana, we both would have something just in front of us. And then she instinctively would just get, well, where's my book? And then we get her book.
Yeah,
And then she's just always reading and she's always want to listen to stories, right?
that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I think it's very important in the age of social media because I think social media is I wouldn't say it's bad. I mean, it's good. I mean, people make money off that. I have no problems with
That
that.
is true. And they have to learn that too. Like, we
Yeah.
can't keep them, like, from our generation, that, just because your generation learning this,
Yeah.
you can't stay in like, back generation. Like, you
Yeah.
have to match
It's
them with the
gotta
generation,
exactly.
right? But
Exactly.
I'm making sure that I have a balance of everything.
Yeah.
So I keep him so busy with his swimming and skating and taekwondo and all that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have time
Is
to, like, go through the phone every day.
yeah.
So now it's like only weekend he gets to watch movies.
Yeah.
So that too, 1.5 or 2 hours,
Hmm.
it's his time.
That's
But
his.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I so part of the reason why I mean I'm sure everyone knows, but I stood for the public school board trustee elections. You're aware of that as well. And part of the reason why I kind of did it is I wanted to because I obviously have kids now and they're gonna be going to school tomorrow. It's very important for us to learn what are the challenges that our kids are facing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I mean, obviously, we are blessed enough that we can put them in private, no problem. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're blessed enough to do that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But not everyone is blessed enough to do that. Because and I wanted to do that, and what it show, and I have a so the high school that I went to, J. Percy Page. I have been given a scholarship since ever since I graduated back in 2009. So I have meetings with the principal here and there, and interesting conversation is they were talking about the social media anxiety that the kids have, right? Because social media is a very curated life, right? It's such a perfect life that everyone shows. So you're comparing your unfinished product, which is yourself, with the finished product on the screen, and you're thinking, God damn, my life, where am I? You know what I mean? And that constant comparison is why you see a lot of social anxieties.
That's true.
People are too scared to approach anybody, too scared to talk to somebody. They have invisible boundaries or walls around them that, oh, you know what, this person is so out of my league, I can't even approach this person. You know what I mean? And I think that's why it's very essential that when like you said, having the balance,
Yeah.
right? Having the balance of social media because
That
it
is 100%. So let me just first congratulate you for doing that
thank
for
you.
our community, because very less people do think about the community and then they wanted to work towards it.
Yeah.
Because, for an example, like, people do sit down in a bench and talk about, oh, this person hasn't done this, or the it's easy to talk.
Yeah.
It's difficult to take a step
Yeah.
and then be a change than
Yeah.
asking for a change,
Yeah.
so heartily congratulations to you that
Thank you.
you're doing that for us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it was not easy.
It's never going to be easy, trust me, it's never going to be easy,
Yeah.
but you're stay I'll wish you that you stay there and succeed
Yeah.
in future,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh because we want to see the good things with our new like future generation,
Yeah.
and people like you can help.
Yeah. No, for
So
sure. And the part of the kind of obviously the reason for the podcast as well and having people like yourself on the couch next to me is people like we need our kids, and not just our kids, even just our community, to understand that there is people like Kirangi out and about. To look very far. You don't have to look very far in New York, some fancy lawyers or anything. We have people here. Yeah, you're just
you
one
know the
call.
number two.
Yeah, I know the number two, but it's like, we have to share these inspirational stories where people don't put you on a pedestal. You
Mhm.
are just a normal person, just like anybody else.
Yeah,
You had that
that's true.
exact same issue, just like anybody else.
That's true. And that's why, like, we can relate when somebody coming, like, for like new home buyer when they come in. I know because I was the one
You're the one.
once upon a time
Yeah,
when I bought the first house.
yeah,
Right, so I know what questions you're going through, I know what anxiety you have,
yeah.
I know. And when I talk about, okay, let's talk about the furniture you're getting in, and they are very happy now
There
because
you go.
this people are talking about, no, what's next, then paying off my mortgage,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I mean, there's always got to be a fun aspect to anything. You can't
100%.
be just seriously talking about everything,
100%. Yeah.
right?
And then that's what we are trying. We are just trying to think positive because nobody's life is perfect.
Yeah,
Not even like our new generation will face some or the other thing.
yeah,
And that's what, to be honest, I want. I don't want to give him everything in his plate.
yeah.
He
You
has to
shouldn't.
learn himself.
Yep,
And then, yes, but I wanted to be, or rather, we wanted to be his best friend.
yep,
So if he has a problem,
yep.
we would be first point of contact he can talk to,
Right. Yeah.
so that, like, when I came to Canada, the first thing Shujo taught me
Hmm.
is, like, I understand our religion. Okay,
Hmm.
I understand that we are vegetarian, but make sure our son, you don't force him to be vegetarian.
Mm.
If you do that, I have seen people who never eats non-veg at home, but outside their parents doesn't know what they do,
Yeah.
you
And
know
there
and
are.
he was the first one to tell me, like, we don't want to be like that parents.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
if he's eating, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, the good part is he's not hiding,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
so that's where we are leading to. We are being friends, we are being positive.
Yeah.
I'm asking him, like, eat whatever you want to eat. Okay, he's eating everything.
Mm.
Trust me. Yesterday he told me, oh mom, I should stop eating fish. I'm like, why? I'm killing an animal. I'm like, good.
It's good for
You
you.
understand?
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, but you're the one who is taking decision and I'm not doing it for you.
Right.
That
Right.
is very important.
That is very important.
Yeah.
And I think my parents have done a commendable job training me as well. I mean,
Hmm.
obviously you being a younger generation mom, where my parents were obviously born in '60s. Ever since we came to Canada, they're like, you know what? We came to Canada, and just like what Shuzabaya told you, okay, whatever you want to do, just make sure you
You're
tell us.
talking about they coming after Canada. I'll tell you the honesty. My father made me eat chicken when I was in India.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I when I finished my college when I was 21, he asked me, come sit down with me and I'll have a pack with you.
Okay.
You drink it with me. I don't
Perfect.
want you to go outside and drink with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's coming from our, even his parents
Yeah.
did the
That's
same
great.
thing.
That's great.
It's like, you have sit down with us, have a drink with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you are not lying, you are not going outside doing all that
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
And then because it's not exciting you, like, you have done that with your parents.
Yeah.
Like, I have eat chicken, I
Yeah.
have eat prawns with my father.
Yeah.
He made me do that. He
Yeah.
made me, oh, other hand, it's like nobody. Oh, I'm making gin and tonic. You'll have one.
You'll have one. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I never was like into, like, oh, now I can
I
drink,
can drink and
or
have
maybe, like,
others.
I have this, or
Yeah.
let's go out with
Yeah.
friends and then do this. Like, no, I have seen it all. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you stop somebody doing something, that's where they wanted to do something.
Yeah.
But if you show them the room,
Yeah.
I'm
Then they
like,
can focus on better things in life.
exactly,
They're not focused on hiding things. You know
hiding
what I mean?
things, or maybe, like, they're not excited, or like, I was never excited to, oh, go outside and drink something,
Hmm.
because my father, like, he actually asked me to taste gin, beer, Whiskey, not
Wow.
wine though. Yeah.
Are you into wine or what are you into nowadays?
I'm into wine, vodka, and beer.
Wine, vodka, and beer?
Mhm.
Beer, no,
Can we
but
cut down this?
no, that's fine. Just let it go. Okay, so let's. I got three questions for you
Okay.
before we get into a rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the question is, what's your life motto? What's a one liner or what's the one thing that you go by every day?
If I can make a difference in somebody's life, if I can help somebody in a different way, the way I can,
Okay,
however. Yeah.
beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay, and then this is a weird one, but if life was a game, what is the one rule that you think everyone should know of? I can help you with that if you want.
Yeah. Please.
I would say life is not fair.
Oh, love is very fair. It's just how you take it.
Well, I mean, in the
Yeah.
sense, okay,
That
well,
is
you're
that way. No, I know. I know what I'm getting into, but I was like, see, this is what I have been a lawyer, right? So I have to argue.
yeah. So what do you think? So your thing is life is fair?
Life is fair. It's just how you take it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like, if I feel like, everybody should, if you have to follow a rule, then like, don't bitch.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
feel something bad, just keep it to yourself. I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else has their own wars that they're facing every day.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't have time to take a shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's pretty
exactly.
simple. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last one is, so we obviously do this for the youth and everything. What advice would you give to the younger generation?
I'm no one to give an advice.
No?
No, I'm a simple human being. I'm no one to give advice.
No? Not
No.
even someone who's trying to be a lawyer like you or trying to be a CFA like you or what
Oh
have you?
yeah. If they have any questions, yes, I'm happy to address them. I'm happy to help them.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm a simple human being. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm also one of them. I'm also
You're trying to
learning.
figure it out. You're still trying to figure
I'm
it out
yeah,
too.
I'm learning.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
learning.
Cool, cool. All right, so we are going to go into rapid fire. You want to cut it off? You want to take a little stretcher or?
Yes,
Yeah?
please.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
Final session. How do you feel so far?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have said a lot which I shouldn't have, but it's fine.
How your first experience and this is the first podcast for you, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of misconceptions that you might have, and did you find out something completely different, or this is how you
No, this
imagine
is
it?
how this is how.
This is how you imagined it.
Yeah, but like I didn't imagine that I'll just speak up what I shouldn't have, but that's
No,
fine.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Which is why you're at Pransh Unfiltered, right?
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
has to be unfiltered. If there's filter on it, then what's the point, right?
Exactly.
All right. So we talked a lot about in details and a lot in depth and stuff, but it's time for some fun quick fire round.
Okay.
So if coffee or tea?
Chai.
Chai. Okay. Coffee or chai? Tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Early morning or late night work mode?
Late night work mode.
Late night? How
Yeah.
late?
It depends like how much I have to do, but I'm like I boost up past 10 or something. Like the mornings are not for me.
Okay. So you're
I
not
rather
a,
sleep.
I think they call, so you're a bear,
I'm a bear.
right? Because
Yeah.
usually the mornings are the lions, right?
Yeah.
Lions or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Are we on the
Yeah.
same page? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm a lion. I get shit done in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
Garba or Bharatnatyam, which wins your heart?
Any type of dance.
Any type of dance.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you do like hip hop stuff too? Have you tried hip hop?
A little bit. I've done salsa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah.
Espanol.
Oui.
V. C. C.
See, yeah.
Yeah. V
Sorry.
is French.
French. Yeah. Yeah. I know French. I don't know Spanish.
No, you don't know
Yeah.
Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why we came out.
One book that changed your perspective.
It's not one book, but Seven Habits. I can
Seven
say.
Habits.
Yeah, but it's not one book. It's like
Multiple
a lot of
books.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. A legal drama or movie you secretly love.
So it's not like legal drama. No,
No.
because it's every day is legal, right? So I don't need a legal drama.
Okay, what's a movie that you love?
Anything which is like comedy or rom com.
Rom coms.
Yeah,
Okay.
or maybe some fights like some South Indian drama too. Sometimes
Rajnikant or
not
Yash.
Rajnikant, but I just saw that. Which movie I saw? I liked it. Kantara.
Kantara.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard
something
about
like
it.
myth or something like that. I like it.
Cool. Uh, Finance or law? Which one feels more like you?
Law.
Law.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But even if you do law, like we didn't talk about this, but when you do law, you still need to have the knowledge of doing the finance side of things when you're trying to run a business, right?
So finance is basically in every brown skin.
Yeah. That's a
You have
second
been,
nature.
yeah, you have been brought up with your math.
Yeah, yeah. When you're feeling low, what's that one song that instantly lifts you?
Any Jagjeet Singh ghazals,
Jagdish and Ghazals.
any
Okay.
ghazal, yeah,
No
or
Arijit?
maybe any.
Arijit? No.
Sometimes maybe low face, but yeah,
Okay. Jagdish.
yeah.
Okay. A favorite Gujarati snack?
I don't have pickup, but mamra any day.
Mamra?
Yeah,
Save Mamra? Okay, just Mamra.
just mamra.
Just Mamra?
Yeah,
Okay. Your go-to stress buster after a long day?
true, true.
Your better half, that is.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
I'm not into history, but
Okay.
any day if I have to talk to somebody over dinner, it would be Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, I would love to know
Just pick his
the
brain.
way. Yeah,
Pick his brain, why he did what he
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Three words your friends would use to describe you.
Local. My husband already told it. Yeah, I've been naughty, so yeah,
Okay.
and caring.
And caring.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool. The best advice you've ever received.
slow down
Slow down in what sense?
everywhere, like
Everywhere.
anywhere. Yeah, I'm like too. I get too excited too easily. Slow down.
Slow down. Calm down. Okay,
Calm down.
cool.
Yeah,
Uh, if life were a movie, what would be its title?
drama queen.
Drama Queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, what's success to you in one word?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And finally, what's one unfiltered truth about life you've learned so far?
Move on.
Move on. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is very beautiful. I think a lot of people get stuck in the history, and they just like, oh, this happened to me.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be a loved one passing away. It
Yeah.
could be a business that you lost a lot of
Yeah.
money in. I think it's beautifully said to move on. Well, that was it. Thank you so much, Miss Kirangi Patel.
Thank
That
you.
was a wonderful time. I think if you wanted for maybe a couple more hours, we could have easily gone a couple more hours
Yeah.
and not bore your handsome looking husband there.
Yeah.
But I think it was wonderful. I'm so glad that I was able to have you here.
Yeah.
Get get you to talk about your personal details, and I'm very thankful that you chose to open up with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate your
Yeah,
invite.
yeah, and then I really like the way that like the way you are, because our South Asian woman, the typical South Asian woman, they don't tend to open up, or they don't tend to speak their heart out,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the guts to do that. And obviously your family, your better half has a big contribution in that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, you've been great, and I'm sure a lot of people watching our show, they'll be inspired to see a
Hopefully.
confident woman sitting across from me. And yeah, you've any last bit of things that you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, I just would like to say thank you,
Yeah,
and I really admire what you do for yourself, for the community,
yeah.
and I wish you luck to
Thank
move
you.
forward and do wonders in your life.
For sure. Likewise, and thank you so much. And if you guys resonate with this, stay grounded, stay motivated, and keep hustling. That's what we do at Pransh-U-nfiltered. Until next time, we'll see you. Thanks so much. Please like and share and subscribe our channel.
Wonderful.
That was good.